All right, we're recording.
All right, everybody, welcome to week one. We start tomorrow in 22 hours or so right now. We'll be
Yep.
going we'll be going with week one here in the fantasy season. Definitely excited after last night's draft. I got an A grade on my draft. Didn't draft a running back to the fifth round. Uh,
That is true. You
a
didn't.
bit of a bold strategy by me, but as the league champion, I just got to make it a little bit harder for me. So, Grant, what was your draft grade? Do you remember?
I don't know. I didn't look. I didn't see
Uh,
one.
I had a couple people tell me or here at the office today what theirs were, so I had to make sure.
Um,
I did
I
okay.
did. I know I'm projected. Points are pretty high.
Oof, yours are or
Mine are. Yeah. I think
okay.
yours is the highest. When it's called. It's a little
Are you
inside baseball here.
surprised?
I went through and made a bunch of these scoreboards,
Okay.
and so I had to look at everybody's projections. And if I remember it, I think you did have the highest projection.
I mean, I can see why, right? Like
Yeah.
when you're the man, that's just things that happen to you.
But yeah, no,
But
that draft was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
it
I'm
was
excited.
there were a couple. I mean, we were on the voice chat together. There was a couple
Couple
interesting.
of some sussy things going on.
Leonard Fournette's at 7, but it happens.
Yeah, not drafting a quarterback till how
Oh
late?
yeah, yeah. Imagine if we weren't stupid though, and
That
stuff too. But it happens. We all make mistakes in life.
is true. We do all make mistakes.
It could be the genius decision not drafting a quarterback later, not drafting a running back to the fifth round. As long as you make the top 8 at the end of the year, give yourself a chance in the tournament.
Once you make it, once you make it to playoffs, anything can happen.
That's exactly right.
Ask the 2008 Giants that.
Ask last year's number one seed who lost to an A seed in the first round. Oof.
True. Oof. Oof. Big oof,
Oh,
bud.
throwing shots.
Um. So I guess should we get right into this then?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's take a look at this week's previews for the matches. What's that? 6 games this week? Yep.
Yep.
Let's see the six. Who we starting with?
We'll start with myself, the Aardvark King,
Yep.
versus No You're Not Sam.
So to keep biased out, obviously you're not gonna predict who you think is going to win.
I mean, I obviously think I am going to win.
Okay, fair enough. Well, taking a look. So the Aardvark Kings projected with just over a 6 point win. Taking a look at this, Nate had another strong draft. Nate's always a fierce competitor, so I think this is a sleeper week one matchup between you and Nate.
Oh,
But
you think Sam's gonna take no you're not Sam's gonna take this?
yeah, I'm not saying that yet. Going down to the top three projections down there, you've got what you with Murray, Taylor, and Hill,
Yep.
with Jackson, McCaffrey, and Cooks. You
And I
know,
did so for future reference when looking at these ones, at least for these first couple projection ones,
mhm.
quarterback, RB1, wideout one.
Well, I don't want no love for the tight ends, huh? Or
Will
what?
come in the upgrade in the update in the week 2 wrap up, in the week 1
Yeah.
wrap up, it'll be the three highest point scorers. Doesn't
Mhm.
matter the position. These are just to make these quick, simple, and easy. I just did QB, RB1, wideout one.
Sure. So, taking a look at it, you look at the top three on each team. One of those spots sticks out when it comes to Tyreek Hill and Brandon Cooks. I'm legitimately surprised that Brandon Cooks is projected at more fantasy points than Tyreek Hill this week.
I mean,
That being said, go ahead.
this show is the home of projections don't mean nothing, but that is how we're basing our opinion.
Mm-hmm. So, based on the top three, and you take a look at the rosters, I think Nate's team, no, you're not Sam, is a solid team, 100%. Nate's going to be a playoff team. Nate's typically a playoff team every single year.
Yep.
I'm going with the Aardvark Kings this week.
You're gonna go with the Aardvark King. Let's go.
That matchup between Murray and Jackson right away is two top 10, top 5, you could argue, fantasy quarterbacks. Taylor and McCaffrey were obviously top 3 picks overall, and then comes down to Hill and Cooks. I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward if you ask me.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one then.
So you're taking yourself, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, fair enough.
And so our next matchup we have the Alaskan Pipelines versus Skull Vikings.
So Skull Vikings. So Dylan, who is Skull Vikings, just taking a look at his top three picks down
Okay,
there.
and by the way, Adam Thielen was not his whiteout one. I
Yeah,
just put that one there just to show off, like, really went Vikings homer. And he has Cousins as his QB, Cook as his RB1, Adam Thielen as his whiteout two. He really went Viking, Viking, Viking.
yeah. I mean, I love the Vikings. Obviously, we're both Viking fans. Most of the people in this league are Viking fans. I'm not taking Kirk Cousins. I would have taken Thielen in a later round, but I remember him taking Thielen a little bit earlier than I would have.
4 or 5.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But then you look at my stud team, right? It's not even a comparison. I didn't realize I was projected 101 points this week. I know you had mentioned I was top of the or towards the top of the league, but defending champs last year, I believe Dylan was the 1 seed going into the playoffs. I'm like 90% sure of it. So we've got the 1 seed of last year going against the guy who won the league championship last year, and I believe I was the 2 seed. So
So the
you know,
C versus the one.
that's exactly right. The C first is the one. I'm giving myself the win.
Of
I'm.
course. Why
I
would
mean,
you root against yourself?
that's exactly right. And you?
Um, I mean, Skull Vikings really is betting on the Vikings doing really well this year. And
On
being
the
a Vikings
Packers.
fan, even though I'm wearing not a Vikings jersey,
Great jersey, by the way.
um,
Austin Nickel will appreciate that jersey, and so will Sam.
uh, I am a big Vikings fan. I do
Uh,
think we're going to do well this year, but this is really, I mean, putting all your eggs in one basket.
mhm.
And so, I mean, for that simple fact, I'm going to go with the Alaskan Pipelines. I'm going to go with you, Brandon. I think just across the board, you're just a better, well-rounded team.
That's exactly right. I take myself as a fantasy GM savant, so it's only expected at this rate.
We'll go next matchup now.
Ooh,
Belichick Film School versus Better Than Boohoo Ass Bitches.
so the whole idea? Do you have I ever told you what the boohoo ass bitches were?
That was Nate's team, right?
So the boohoo ass bitches were if you look at Sam Pond's picture, you'll see it's a picture of me, Nate Beaver, and our old roommate Everett Fondrick, who's was in this league at one point, no longer is. But he referred to us as the boohoo ass bitches. That's why Nate's team is called No You Are Not Sam.
Okay.
The Sam or is the owner of the Better Than the Boohoo Ass Bitches. So, which is funny, and it's not
Yeah.
true, or it is, or it's not true for Sam because Nate and I have won fantasy championships, and Sam Pons come in like bottom half of the league every single year.
Yeah. Well, then, for someone who's in the bottom half, I mean, he's projected 90 points this week.
Yeah, which kind of surprised me. PJ, I don't. PJ had some stuff go on during the draft where he was working, so I don't know if some of it was auto draft or he queued some people up and hoped that he would get some better players. But taking a look at Burrow, Mixon, Samuel, I really like that top three. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know Sam's got Brady, Chubb, and Adams. You know, this is I believe both of these teams were in the consolation bracket last year. So this is going to be an early opportunity for one of these teams to get an early win on the season. If
Yep,
they're
get ahead of everything.
they'll stay par for the course of last year. Sam Pond, I believe, started 0-10 last year and finished 5-10. So he's on a hot streak. He's on a winning streak, as they
Yep.
say.
Yep, hasn't lost since Christmas.
Yeah. So he's certainly on a streak. I'm who are you picking, Grant? I'm curious to see who you're gonna pick first. I don't know.
Projections say better than boohoo ass bitches should be the
Yep,
pick,
they do.
but I'm gonna go with Belichick Film School.
Okay.
Based off the top three, Burrow's a killer. If Joe Mixon can be healthy and good, he should be doing good. And Debo Samuel, a wild card. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Belichick Film School.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate then. I'm gonna go better than the boohoo ass bitches. I think the fighting Sam Pons can get the job done. He watched the first special we did, calling us out, not giving him the credit he deserves. So I
Oh,
think
really?
we've got he's got some stuff to prove this season. He's gonna
Yeah.
start on.
All right. We'll go to the next one.
Go.
Baby Browns versus Straight Cash Homie.
All right, we've got two fantasy savants. The battle of, didn't take a quarterback until very, very late in this draft. I didn't realize this was the week 1 matchup. So it looks like the Baby Browns are projected to win. The Baby Browns are the only new team in this league this season.
So he's
You
got a
know,
chip on his shoulder.
he does. And so does Straight Cash Homie, Austin Eggle. He's upset. There wasn't a quarterback available. He's coming. He's ready to fire out. He's ready to
Going
win
with Mac Jones. I mean, that's
yeah, Mac
rough.
Jones. Yeah, Javonte Williams for the Baby Browns with Dak Prescott and Mike Evans. I've had Mike Evans a few years now. Red zone threat, right? You get down inside the 20, Brady's throwing it up to Evans to try. Evans might get 6.6 points a game, right? A 6-yard touchdown catch, and that's about it. He's not breaking off big ass gains or anything like that. But then you look down. I'm not sold on CeeDee Lamb, right? I'm just not. The bold take. Here we go. I'm ready for this. This is a statement game for both teams, right? We've kind of talked about that already. Straight Cash Homie's been in this league since year 1. Baby Browns first year in the league. Baby Browns are going to bring it this week. They're going to win in a landslide.
The man says in a landslide.
In a landslide. I'm going Baby Browns week 1. Sorry, Austin Eggle. Who do you got here?
You know what? I got love for the new guy. I'm gonna go Baby Browns this week.
Wow.
I don't know if it's gonna be a landslide. I mean, because okay, let's match this up. We'll go top 3: QB versus QB.
Yep.
Dak Prescott.
Yep.
And on top of that, he has the cancel factor. I mean, they both have the cancel factor of CeeDee Lamb and Dak. So if Dak throws a touchdown to CeeDee,
yep,
it cancels out.
Correct.
And so you pretty much can wipe CeeDee if he's effective at all, which leaves, like I say, Dak versus Mac. Dak wins. Javonte Williams versus Austin Eckler goes to Austin Eckler.
Yep.
CeeDee Lamb versus Mike Evans. I go Mike Evans. That's 2 out of 3 for Baby Browns.
Yep.
I go Baby Browns. Like I said, I don't think it'll landslide, but I think they do win.
I agree. I mean, I'm still sticking to my landslide, but I agree on the Baby Browns dub.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Jimmy's Coffee against Mile High Mafia. Another, Jimmy's Coffee has been in this league since year 1. Hasn't gotten the championship yet. Very consistent team, and I really like his top 3. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm surprised with the point differential here. So we got Rodgers, Harris, and Brown against Hurts, Kamara, and Kupp. I'm keeping track of mine as well. I'm gonna make this one short and sweet. Jimmy's Coffee is ready to come. The Mile High Mafia have won a league championship, but I'm just looking at this top 3, and Aaron Rodgers is going to put up over 20 points against the Vikings D. Najee Harris.
Really?
Yep. Najee Harris is a stud. I had him last year. Great ad. He's their offense this year.
Yeah.
And then finally, A.J. Brown. I'm not sold on Hurts. Kamara, if it was a PPR league, I'd love it. And then obviously Cooper Kupp's a dog.
Dog.
As the Pat McAfee boys would say.
So I'm gonna go opposite than you. You win Jimmy's Coffee. I'm gonna go Mile High Mafia. I'm not sold on Jalen Hurts either. But Kamara and Kupp, I think, beat out Najee and AJ.
Okay.
And so So I'm gonna go. You said I'm gonna
Kamara
go
could go off
instead
for
of you.
30 points. He's done it before.
True.
He scored 6 touchdowns one time against the Vikings on Christmas. Broke my damn Christmas spirit real quick.
So yeah, I'll go opposite. I'll go Mile High.
Okay, then we're on our last matchup.
Yep. Saquon D's nuts and Longmire 43.
Wow. Longmire, long time, participant in this league, year one, also known as Wasco's dad's friend, WDF by some of us PC football alum who remember him. And then Saquon D's nuts is Dustin York. Has been on and off in this league. I think he's been back in it now 3 years, but easy victory. Saquon D's nuts. That's not even a question.
You
Herbert.
really?
Yep. I don't love
Yeah.
Gabriel Davis. I don't love it.
Yeah, and
But
that's what really holds me back on his lineup is Gabriel Davis being his wideout one.
well, he does have Longmire does have top 7 pick Leonard Fournette in his top 3. So I'm just throwing
True.
that out there as well.
But I think the Herbert and Derrick Henry together, I think could be enough to help carry him in this one. And so yeah, I'm gonna go Saquon D's nuts also.
Okay, perfect. So we're feeling bad for Longmire, even though he's got perennial MVP Josh Allen on his team. Wow, 5-point differential in that final game. It's a little surprising by me. Be curious to see what the rest of their lineups are going to look like.
So yeah, that's week 1 predictions. Next week we will have week 1 wrap up.
Yep.
And week 2 predictions.
Yep. So again, guys, we will put out these episodes, or we're going to record them every Wednesday?
Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and we're going to encourage you guys, right, to hop on for a Zoom call, right? Put you guys in the lobby.
Yep.
If that's something that's doable for you, right, you let us know, right? And
yeah, because I don't want it to just be us talking shit each week.
No,
I'd like to give everybody in the league a chance to jump on at least once and talk their shit.
The plan was to have the Baby Browns on the Zoom call this week. However, we had some work arrangements that I've got to get going to here in a couple minutes. But I'm looking forward, right? We got 12 guys in this league over 16 weeks in the league. Enough time for everyone to get on here at least once if that's something they would like to do. Maybe we can finally put a face to WDF or Wasco's dad's friends for, some of us got some guys who've been in this league for 8 years. Put a personality behind the legend that is WDF, and maybe Sam Pond. He wants to back up. What he was saying to me and all the shit talking we were putting to him on the draft or not on the draft special, but the selection special.
Yep.
And then finally, as we get closer in the year, man, it's gonna be some tight races. It always is. It's not very many years. It's an actual blowout in these divisions.
Yeah, so. I don't think I've really ever seen a blowout, at least in our league. I don't remember ever being one.
Last year I might have had like a 2 or 3 game advantage, but that was it. You never see like a 6 or a 7. It's always
anything could happen.
That's exactly right. So yeah, we'll have to come back and take a look at our picks, and I'm sure we're completely off on all of these, and we're gonna look like doofuses next week when we record next week's episode. But
who knows? Only one way to find out.
That's what fantasy football is all about, boys.
Yep.
Basically shutting up and then being humbled on a Tuesday morning when you look at your team's record.
All right, let's end this thing.
Awesome. We'll see you guys soon.